Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, The How Lifestyle. My name is Chizzy. In today's video, we'll be talking about how to live with your parents from 25 and above. Now, question comes up, is it a bad thing to live with my parents from 25 and above? Literally, it's not a bad thing to live with your parents from 25 and above, but it is a bad thing. Now, how do you relate with your parents? What communications do you have with them? What background of relationship do you have with your parents? Now this will determine if it's a bad thing or not. So in today's video, I will bring you 7 steps on how to live with your parents from 25 and above. I will be right back in a jiffy. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Now before we get started, please hit the subscribe button and leave a comment below by saying I subscribe. I'll reply that in a moment. Okay, so let's get started. 7 ways on how to live with your parents from 25 and above. Number 1, be considerate. Be considerate. Now so many people don't know how to be considerate. There are so many ways on how to be considerate when living with your parents, obviously. So we are used to not telling our parents whenever we go out. Most times we just sneak out of the house, we don't tell them. We are not actually considerate on how they will feel or how their health status is, knowing fully well on how parents behave, how protective they are. Now we could just go out and stay overnight and we don't even call to tell them that, okay, we're not coming back by this time. We'll come back by the next day, so please go to bed, don't think about me, I'll be fine, I'm okay. Most times we don't do that. We just take our time off and we don't call, we keep them worried. That's a very, very bad thing to do. So please try as much as possible to be considerate in that level. Now at home, you find out that maybe there is no milk in the fridge, or maybe there is no food, or there's little amount of food or a little amount of milk or something. Now you need to be considerate. You don't need to finish it and dump it right there. If at all you're living with your parents from 25 and above, you're matured, definitely. You need to be considerate in those levels, because if you're not, things will start getting bad. Okay, so the second tip is always be serious in job hunting. Now, they always feel bad, your parents obviously, they always feel bad whenever they come back and see you seated, see you playing football game, or see you doing something out of looking for a job. You need to show them how serious you are in looking for a job. Because man, like you're 25 and above, you're not meant to be living with your parents at that stage. It gets them pissed. Now when they go to work, they come back and see you seated at home, not doing anything, not looking for jobs, not applying for jobs, it gets them pissed. They might not tell you, but deep down in their heart, it pains them a lot, still seeing you seated and not searching for a job. Okay? Now, number 3, pay at least some part of the expenses. This is very important. Pay at least some part of the expenses. Now, you come back home, there is no light at home. You can't wait for your parents to come back before they pay the NEPA bill. Or there's no gas at home, you can't wait for them to. This is exactly where you come in as their child. Now you're at home, you're 25 and above. At least try as much as possible to pay some bills. Mini ones, maybe like trying to fill in the gas for cooking, or trying to buy foodstuffs. Because you definitely eat these things, you definitely use these things too. So it's somehow when your parents get back and you keep on telling them there is no gas, there is no electricity, there is no water, there is no foodstuffs. When you are at home, now this is where getting the job comes in. That's why you need to take yourself so serious in getting a job, a good job. Because if you don't, there is no how you're going to be able to pay bills. Now, you need to start from somewhere. Start from somewhere to impress your parents that at least you are trying. This is how you need to make yourself feel so important as long as you're living with your parents from 25 and above. Make sure you pay some part of the expenses at home in order to retain your integrity. Okay, now number 4, maintain boundaries. This is very, very important because some parents, they love their boundaries so, so much. I mean, who doesn't love boundaries? Because you don't just come and start encroaching in my boundary, because this is exactly what I want in my house. This is my house. I want you to do not enter here. I want you to stay away from here. I want you to leave this the way it is. Okay, now once you don't maintain boundaries in your parents' house, problem upon problem keeps on coming. You need to know how to maintain boundaries from your parents. You need to know the boundaries they want you to maintain in their own house, because it's very, very important. So many people find reason of not communicating with because of they cross the line of not maintaining the boundaries that they want. So this is exactly what you need to do. You need to know the boundaries that your parents do not always or do not totally like you to cross in the house. So with that, of course, you'll be able to feel comfortable at home whenever you are around. Okay, now number 5, step out once in a while. Because truth be told, to be truthful, if you are always at home, whenever your parents get back from work and see you, you keep reminding them that you are still living with them, because they'll still keep on thinking, oh my God, this boy, this girl is still living with us. He's still here. He's not still looking for a job. He or she is not still out trying to make a living. Meanwhile, they are still coming back from work, seeing you at home. Now, this is where it comes in for you to be stepping out once in a while. Most times, once they get back, they won't see you, okay? Where they might call you, where did you go to? I went to see a friend, I'll be back in the morning. That's fine, because actually they did not see you at home. They'll be assuming that, okay, you want to go and make a living, or you want to go and search for a job, or something else, but try to be stepping out of the house from time to time. Very, very important, because if you don't, they'll keep on coming back from work and keep on seeing you in the house. You keep on reminding them that, oh, this boy is still living here. He's not looking for a job. A time will come, I bet you, a time will come, they will call your attention and ask you, why do you always stay at home? Don't you have places to go? Don't you have jobs to look for? Don't you have places to go and look for jobs and try to make friends that can help you retain a job, at least a very good job for you to make a very good living? So you need to be stepping out once in a while to be showing them how serious you are. Then definitely they wouldn't be feeling that way whenever they come back and still keep on seeing you at home. Now, number 6, communication. I'll tell you what, communication is key. Sorry, not that type of key. All I'm trying to say is that communication is very, very important while living with your parents. Now, why do I say this? Remember, your parents are human beings. So I might ask, how do I communicate with my dad? How do I communicate with my mom? They're so difficult to talk to. Now, you know fully well that they are human beings, that they have sympathy, and they've also passed through these stages of life that you are in. They have so many things to discuss with you. They have so many things to tell you on how to follow your way in life in order not to fumble. Now, there are so many ways on how to know when to communicate with your dad or your mom. If your dad likes watching football, you could go to him whenever he's watching football. You could talk football with him. You could talk things with him. From there, discussion keep on coming. Then definitely, before you know, you will have stayed up to 2 hours or 3 hours with your dad discussing. Actually, it might not be only football. It might be about life or something. But please try as much as possible to talk to him when he's winning, or when his team is winning, but not when his team is losing. Very, very important. Now, if you come to the case of the mom, maybe if she's cooking, she likes talking whenever she's cooking. Now, go to the kitchen with her, talk to her, talk about food ingredients, talk about things. From there, she might start telling you the story of her life, how she survived poverty, how she manipulated life, how she became who she is until date. This is very, very important, because if you don't communicate with them, you wouldn't know how they feel about you at home. You wouldn't know if they still want you to be at home. You wouldn't know if they don't want you to still be at home living with them at that stage in time. Now, number 7, know when to leave. Know when to leave. This is very, very important. You should know when to leave, because if you don't know when to leave, it's very, very, very hard for you to understand that these people do not need you at home doing nothing anymore, because they have friends that their children are working, they're no longer living with them. But once they get back home, they always see you at home. You don't know when to leave, you don't know what to do with your life. That is very, very bad. Now, you can imagine you're at home, you're 30 something, or maybe 28 or something. Now, your junior one, your younger ones are leaving the house before you. They're leaving the house, getting a good job, living on their own, being independent, but you're still living with them. You don't even know when to leave. Is not acceptable with some parents. Even with you, you don't need to accept it, because you need to move out from the house. You need to find your way in life, because if you don't, like I'm always saying, a time will come that you would be called out and asked questions that will hit you right at the spot. Although from there you might start finding your way. It might be difficult, but at least try as much as possible to make an attempt. Make a move right now, and there should be positivity coming your way. Okay, so this is the end of today's video. Do not forget to hit the like button, tap on the subscribe button, and tap on the bell notification to get informed whenever I upload the next video. See you next time. Bye for now.